Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Unique Items. Today we're going to be going over a staff, which is, well, staff, which is more or less not a staff, although it is a staff. I don't know. It looks like a freaking giant mace, which is actually a samurai weapon called a kanabo? Kanabo? I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. Kind of like a spiked baseball bat. This particular item is a short staff with 2 to 4 damage. It has 25 durability, which is really low, and it also comes with a bunch of charges. This is the Protector. The Protector does have some interesting damage modifiers. It has, number 1, +5 vitality, which gives you a little bit of HP, and it's not terrible. It also has -5 damage from enemies, which reduces physical damage when you are attacked by 5 damage by whatever it is. It's essentially the same thing as PDR in Diablo 2. It's physical damage reduced flat. It just flat reduces any damage that comes in by 5 if it's physical damage, like when from a bow or like a melee strike. It's actually really nice. It also gives you 40 armor class, which is kind of insane, especially for a low-level character. As you can clearly see, I only have 18 armor class right now, and then when I put it on, I go up to 58. This is enough to, literally in the early parts of the game, to probably almost entirely prevent monsters from hitting you. It also comes with 86 healing charges, which allows you to essentially heal yourself for free pretty often. It's really just a staff that allows you to make yourself tanky. It doesn't really do any damage, like it doesn't have any offensive capability, no 2-hit percent increase, no damage increase, no faster attack speed, and so forth and so on. But it does come with a lot of various ways to help protect you from dying. Is it a good item to put on early on? Yeah, it kind of is. At 86 healing charges is enough to potentially keep you alive in just about any encounter. And if you're not necessarily relying on this for damage output, like if you're a spellcaster, this could definitely be really good for you to just make your spellcaster really tanky. The attacker takes damage of 1 to 3 is kind of odd though, because the armor class that it gives you at an early level is so high that I can't really imagine most monsters even relatively hitting you. I actually really don't know. It'd be fun to go down and test it out. I had the butcher down there earlier and he was clapping my booty cheeks. It'd be interesting to see how that 40 armor class makes a difference versus somebody like the butcher, for instance, which is, while yes, he is on a relatively low level on level 2, he does tend to clap some cheeks. Like, let's go down and die from the butcher real quick. I can at least maybe do something. So attacker takes damage of seems to be doing its job. I wonder if the butcher would just eventually kill himself on me. You can definitely see that the butcher is having trouble hitting me. Like, I only have 163 life. And I can very easily spam a couple heals on myself, so I can maybe attack back. Also seems like he's doing a lot less damage even when he does connect, which is really quite neat. And I could just sit here and spam heals on myself. I can't hit it though. I can't hit him. He can't hit me. I got lots of heals, Brody. Brody Belody.
Of the dead are now avenged.
Let me drop me the butcher's cleaver. So as you can clearly see, it does what it is intended to do. It says it is called the Protector, and what does it do? Well, it protects you. Is it good at physical damage? No. Is it good at spells? No. Is it good at making you hit targets easier? No. Is it good at keeping you alive? Yes. That's pretty much the entire purpose of this staff and all it was designed to do. Is it gives you life, it gives you damage reduction, it gives you armor class, it gives you healing charges that you can use to protect yourself with. And if you happen to find one of these, it's definitely a pretty decent item just for survivability alone. As a caster, yeah, there's better items that you could potentially be using to give yourself more magic damage or give yourself, more mana. But there's nothing that you're going to put on really early on like this that's going to make you this tanky. 40 AC class is really hard to come by, and combined together with a good armor and a good helmet, you could potentially prevent every monster from being able to hit you. And infinite healing charges means more mana that you can potentially spend on other things. It has 86 healing charges, and it sells for 4,110. I wonder if I repair it, will it sell for more? 4,310 gold is what it sells for. Definitely an interesting item that you could hang on to in just about any character. Has no real requirements. You don't necessarily have to swing with it. You just put it on, use it to heal yourself, and even while you're healing yourself, get a huge amount of AR. I mean, like armor class in the process, and also decent amount of like bonus HP. It's kind of impressive. I mean, I wish it actually did some damage. I mean, that would be kind of cool too if it had like some other way of dishing out damage. And I do feel like the attacker takes damage 1 to 3 is kind of nerfed by the armor class early on. Theoretically, later on, it wouldn't, of course, but by the time the 40 armor class is dwarfed by the level of the monsters, well, the 1 to 3 attacker takes damage of isn't going to be very potent at that point. Although I can imagine in lower level areas, like if you strip down naked, maybe run around, just let all the monsters hit you and kill themselves. It'd be kind of funny. Apparently, it's also extremely cheap to recharge comparatively to other healing staves. So if you happen to get your hands on this, like even fully empty, it only costs like 200 gold to recharge the entire 86 charges. Whereas some of the other healing staves that you'll find, like the blue ones, tend to be a lot more expensive. Another interesting little side note about this particular item is that aside from the fact that it is a staff, when you drop it on the ground, it doesn't look like a staff. It actually looks like a club, which is just more confusion because it is a staff, but it looks like a club, and it doesn't look like a club in your inventory. It looks like a kanabo, which is a specific type of samurai weapon that is kind of more staff than mace. It's like almost like a baseball bat with spikes, basically. A very interesting item for sure. Powerful enough to actually be useful, and honestly, still useful even late game. Like I could even see holding on to this as like a, like a level 30 character. Just slap it on for healing, just to save myself mana pots and health pots while I'm in the middle of a dungeon. Just have this tucked over in the corner, like over here or something. And whenever I need some healing, just slap it on, get a little bit of free healing, and then take it back off. Certainly not a bad one. The next item that we're going to be looking at is the Nauseous Puzzler, which is an item that is in Diablo 2 as well. So this is an item that was pulled forward from Diablo 1 into Diablo 2. And I think you can take a guess what the Nauseous Puzzler does if you've played around with any of the Nauseous items. You probably already know the answer to that, but we'll take a look at it next. As always, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button if you enjoy the content, and keep watching.